Hello, good evening to ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to our Facebook Live again once a week, yeah, from Revival Clinic. Today's, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, if you are having a melasma issue, right, how can we achieve cure of your melasma from inside out, right, without any worries again about relapse of melasma? Let us discuss on this topic and I will let you know how you can achieve that, yeah, with very simple techniques and treatment. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want your skin to become worsened, yeah, with melasma, and if you want to cure your melasma from inside out, you don't want to keep on depending on any medication, cream or treatment or lasers, right? Here today's our topic will be talking about all this related to you, and if you have any particular questions from your own point of view, you are welcome to share us your questions and then we'll answer your questions accordingly. Right? Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. I can see Kathy on the line. Yeah, thank you for joining. Welcome. So I'm Dr. Jeff here from Revival Clinic. So I welcome again everyone to join. And here's our topic today, talking about curing melasma from inside out. So if you start to notice your skin becoming thinner or becoming more sensitive to sun exposure, means you are like easily getting pigmentation after sun exposure, or you do notice that your previous sort of not noticeable pigmentation becoming now more obvious or more noticeable now after some episodes of holidays or golf or going to the beach, then you are starting to be more sensitive. The skin is drier, the skin is darker, more thin or dull. Okay. So what is happening? Most likely you are having melasma issue, and today we will be talking about how to treat your melasma, what is the timing, what is the best way, and how to achieve no relapses of melasma, right? And then how to have worry-free skin afterward. Yeah, we don't want to have our skin keep on depending on products or keep on changing product or keep on looking for treatment. Okay, what we want is to have a skin which is worry-free. Yeah, you do not need to worry about sun exposure. You do not need to worry about dryness. You do not need to worry about many things. Yeah, we want to have worry-free skin that is clean, bright, yeah, nice looking, smooth, not rough, glowing, young looking skin, right? So this is our aim today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are having melasma, okay, so if you're having all these symptoms, so you are likely to have a condition called melasma. What is melasma? Melasma is a kind of pigmentation due to weakening of a skin collagen, yeah, and then the pigmentation cells becoming active and starting to generate pigmentation. But you need to think about what causes a skin collagen to be weakened at the first place. That is the initial cause of the melasma. Yeah, it can be due to aging, it can be due to hormones, it can be due to foods, or it can be due to a lot of stress, and overall our well-being, our health reason, our immune system, our inflammation character, our toxin in the liver. And several triggering factors like sun exposures, cosmetic products, even some treatment, sometimes can exaggerate the pigmentations formations, on a melasma skin. Okay, so when we're having a melasma, we need to know the cause, the triggering factors. Then, when we treat the melasma, we will need to know what is the skin treatment that is suitable for melasma. Okay, so if let's say if you know that you are having melasma, okay, then what treatment is suitable for melasma? How can you achieve worry-free skin? Yeah? So the idea is always try to treat the melasma from inside out. Means treating to the root cause of the problem, treating from the deeper side of the skin, which is the main issue of the skin, main problems of the skin, and then try to achieve a result of the skin where it has no more relapses of the melasma. So if you're having melasma, what is the suitable treatment? So first of all, there are 3 problems of melasma that we need to treat accordingly. So before we treat melasma or before we choose the right treatment for melasma, we need to know what is your underlying problem of your melasma. If your melasma having a lot of inflammation, if your melasma having a lot of weak collagen structure, or if your melasma pigmentation is a mature pigmentation or non-mature pigmentation. If it is mature, what is the suitable treatment? If it is not mature yet, then what will be the treatment choices? Right? So we need to determine all these 3 factors in the melasma, hence to determine the appropriate treatment for your skin. Alright, so question number 2 I always get from consumers or my customers or patients. So if the patient having a melasma, okay, and they treated with pico laser and so-called latest pico laser cream from certain clinic or providers, but then why they notice the pigmentation is getting worse after lasers, okay? So again, when we treat the pigmentation without knowing the previous mentioned 3 factors, which is the inflammation, the collagen structure, and also whether the pigmentation is mature or non-mature, most likely when we treat with pico laser, we will have worsening of pigmentation due to if your skin already in the inflammative stage, then pico laser may easily triggers up the inflammation and causes the worsening of the pigmentation. And also if your collagen structure is very weak, okay, then when you treat with pico laser, probably first session, 2 sessions may not cause any big impact, and the structure of the collagen still has the capability to handle the stress and the heat. But then if you continuously doing the pico laser more than 3 sessions, 5 sessions, most of the time when your collagen is weak, your skin do not able to tolerate the stress, the sort of stimulations from a laser. So after 3 to 4 sessions, your skin become more inflammation. And most of the time when your collagen is weak itself, the inflammation of the skin also form out easier and already in the inflammative stage most of the time. So by then when you do lasers, it triggers up the inflammation more, and then that's why your pigmentation becoming worse, okay? And also, if your pigmentation of your melasma is not mature yet, it's already there, and then when you do lasers, it actually triggers up all your pigmentations to become mature. And then that's why your pigmentation seems to be worsened after the pico laser. So what I'm trying to say is, pico laser is actually very safe technologies and very effective technology, but you have to do it at the right timing, when your skin is suitable to do it and necessary to do it. If your skin is not necessary to do pico laser or not suitable at that particular time to do pico laser, then you don't do it at that point. See, so this is very important, sort of like engagement and also the adjustment, to justify whether you can use the pico laser at the appropriate timing and appropriate way to really benefit from pico laser. Okay. To clarify again, I'm not saying that pigmentation of melasma is not suitable to do pico laser. It is suitable, but it has to be done at the proper timing, and this has to be done with sort of a proper analysis of the skin. All right. So, okay, Sharon Chong is asking a question. Are all the melasma the same? Basically, melasma character is about the same, but it will be differentiated from each individual respectively with the characters underlying it. Either you have more inflammative characters of your melasma, or if you have more weakened collagen structure of your melasma, or if your melasma pigmentation is more towards the mature side or more towards the immature side. So it depends on your characters itself. But overall, the progress of the melasma is about the same. Okay, it triggers up from aging, it triggers up from your hormones, it triggers up from sun exposure, it triggers up from the inflammation underneath your skin, underneath your, inside your body due to toxics in your liver, unhealthy guts, sort of things like that. Okay. All right, Sherin, I hope that I can answer your question. Okay. Sherin also asked, can only use pigment corrector cream? Most of the time, pigment corrector cream either is a whitening cream or is a stabilizer cream for pigmentation. It lightens up the pigmentation, yeah, at the sense of mostly towards those mature pigment. But pigment corrector cream or any whitening cream usually do not really able to settle down the inflammation part of the skin, and also it can't really do much towards those immature pigmentation. But of course, there are other cream or ingredients like cysteamine in the market is very helpful to stabilize, yeah, the inflammation and also to improve the immature pigmentation. So that is what available in the market and is actually quite helpful for melasma treatment. But anyhow, we still need to determine for each individual or each ladies with pigmentation of melasma to determine what is the characters of the inflammation and pigmentation and also collagen. Yeah. Okay. Again, for the sharing questions, pigment corrector cream can't do one thing for sure is it can't correct any collagen underlying the skin. It can't do much towards correcting the collagen. Even though if you take collagen supplement, it may not help much also. Okay. So for melasma treatment, if you do have a very significant collagen structure weakening, then probably your melasma will be more difficult or more challenging to be treated, right? But still treatable lah. Chloe is asking one question: is regular exfoliation can lighten melasma? I will not recommend exfoliation regularly because exfoliation on one hand it can help to reduce the surface pigmentation of a melasma. Yes, it may help to lighten the melasma. But if you do it regularly, this exfoliation can slowly or accumulatively stimulates the inflammation underneath your dermis and also starting to triggers up inflammation response. And that could probably causes a relapse of the melasma to happen easier. Okay, so I hope I answered the Chloe question. Thank you for your question. Okay. So curing a melasma from inside out is possible if we know to determine or if we know how to determine the three factors of a melasma, which is the collagen, the inflammation, and the pigmentation. So if any melasma with significant skin inflammation, yeah, or weak collagen, or if they have an immature pigmentation, then you have to be aware that you are likely to get worsening of your pigmentation in your melasma after pico laser or any other lasers. Okay, especially those like ND-YAG laser, Q-switch lasers. This pigmentation laser can easily causes worsening of pigmentation if your skin is having inflammatory response or weak collagen or your pigment is immature stage. How you can know all this? Okay, I would say you must come to Revival Clinic already. Okay, because we need experience, we need assessment, we need skills, and also a software technologies to analyze your skin to determine perfectly, exactly all these three factors for you. Then you will be able to be sure really at what stage or point of characters of your melasma and what you should do first and what you should do next and what you should not do. Yeah, all these are very important, which will be determined after you have exact idea of what happening underneath your skin with melasma. Right? Okay. There are some questions from my patients. They're asking why my melasma relapse after some time. Okay, quite common we see this kind of condition that melasma relapsed after few sessions of treatment. Okay, or after some time after it was lightened and successfully stabilized, but it relapsed again. Okay, so the reason is because the inside out, okay, which is the underlying collagen structure was not really, yeah, being stabilized or restructured. So even though inflammation reduced, okay, with treatments and your pigmentation seems to stabilize, yeah, for some time, but after some time, your pigmentation recur again because underlying structure of the skin, which is your basic collagen structure, is weak at that point. So even though inflammation reduced, but the weak point of collagen still can be easily triggers up again due to multiple environmental factors, like sun exposure, wrong products, sleepless night, emotional stress, or hormones during menses, things like that. So these factors are still ongoing and stimulating on your skin. As long as your skin is weak in collagen, this stimulation will take place easily and start to cause the skin to become inflammative again. One is inflammative again, then your pigmentation formation will occur again. That's why you relapse. Another cause of the relapse is due to you have a lot of active pigmentation cells, which is forming pigmentation. Sometimes it's quite tricky. We do see that patient have lesser inflammation, but the pigmentation cell is active. Okay, so most of the time it's due to a kind of hormone imbalance or the characters of melatonin weakening in the body. So in this sense, you can also treat to the root cause by supplementing melatonin to improve your condition by preventing the melasma relapse. Okay, Sharon Chong is asking late sleep. Okay, see, I think your question is asking whether late sleep can cause melasma. Yes, it's one of the already well-known factors that causes the melasma. Okay, how long my melasma need treatment? This is also another common question that I get from patients. So usually it depends, on your direction and your achievement of collagen strengthening. So as soon as your skin collagen strengthening start to take place, then your melasma will be treated well or cured. So it is usually estimated at least 6 months minimum. Some may extend up to even a year or a year plus to really achieve a good restructuring or re-strengthening of your skin collagen. Yes. So another question, will melasma be cured? Okay. So if you're curing it from inside out, yes, by treating the collagen strengthening, you will be able to cure your melasma well. All right. Okay. 3 main problems of melasma: inflammation, weak collagen, and pigmentation. So sorry, this is like okay. I was like reversing. Sorry. Okay. How long my okay. Question number 5: will melasma be cured? Okay. So yes, as long as you establish a collagen, okay. Then what is how to build your collagen? A lot of people may ask, and what collagen? What collagen and how to build a collagen? Is it by drinking collagen? The answer is no, of course not drinking collagen. What you need to do is re-establish the collagen's fibers, all the collagens contains inside your skin. Our body, our skin loses collagen almost about 1%, okay, each single years of our age. So that causes loosening and disappearing of your collagen that triggers up or contributes to the melasma formation. So you need to build back the collagen. It's not drinking collagen. You need to have a techniques that or any technologies that can stimulate the basal layer of your skin to build back your collagen, because the basal layer is where your fibroblasts, which is your cells that is responsible for growth of collagen, to build again. Some patient may ask me, then I'm old already, my skin all thin already, is it still possible to stimulate? The answer is yes. Your skin is thin because your fibers of collagen is loosening up, but your cells is still there, but it's just sleeping there, not working. You need to stimulate it to work. Okay, then only you will see improvement and cure of your melasma. Okay, so collagen is a very important structure under the skin. It's a strong base, and usually it contains stem cells also at that base of basal layer. So that contributes to the ability of the skin to heal and to build collagen. As long as you stimulate it in the correct way, it will be able to give you response and grow collagen. Okay, so can I cure my melasma and laser alone? The answer is quite difficult because inflammation's character usually tends to either it starts with inflammation, then you can't even do pigmentation, pico laser alone. You will probably worsen. And if let's say if you do not worsen and the inflammation is not there, okay, but after you keep on doing laser alone, yeah, it will stimulate up your pigmentation, inflammation in your skin also. That will cause your melasma or pigmentation to relapse again. So the challenging part is the inflammation. How to determine whether it is significant inflammation or not? Again, yeah, you need to come over to our clinic to really assess, yeah, with the experience, with technologies, and also the tools, yeah, to examine your inflammation. Okay, of course, some question will ask, oh, I have a friend in beauty salon, they also treat melasma and the result also seems quite good. And what do doctors, let's say, your responsibility to treat your melasma, what is the different advantage or different advantages that if you treat the melasma for me, in a sense, right? So patient may ask this kind of question sometimes, yes. So I'm happy to answer. The answer is because if you treat your melasma under a doctor's hand, yeah, and as long as it has a professional doctors and experienced doctor in treating melasma, so the main important advantages and benefits of the melasma treatment under a proper doctor is when we determine good timing. Timing. Yeah. If you determine your skin, okay, whether it's inflammation, at what level of inflammation, so on, and whether you have a weak collagen structure and what is the level of weak collagen structure, and also if you measure and also analyze your pigmentation, whether it's in the mature form, how many percent mature, how many percent not mature. So all this will determine the timing at what stage you are, and for this stage, what should you do? When you are improving and progressing better and better, and that particular stage, at these different stages of your progress, what you should do to optimize the result or to achieve a better improvement or faster improvement, to save your money, to save your time, to really achieve curable melasma. So the benefits of treating melasma with a professional or experienced doctor is to determine the timing right for you. So timing is the key. Okay. So is melasma due to hormone or sun exposure or due to age or particular causes? Yeah. So this factor, for example, age, hormone, yeah, is actually a main cause that causes the collagen loosening and also weakening. Hence, your skin becoming more sensitive, thinner, and once it's exposed to sun, it triggers up your pigmentation formation. So this is the cause, which is your aging and hormone, and the sun and also the physical dryness, things like that, can triggers up, okay, your melasma formation. Okay, so this is the understanding for appropriate understanding. Okay, so main cause still due to the weak collagen itself. Yeah, so you can't reverse age. You can't really do much onto the hormone. Yes, there is some hormone treatment that we can do, but you can't really cure the melasma by just doing hormone. You need to restructure the collagen. Okay, so in summary, if you want to have worry-free skin, not only doing laser, you can't depend on laser to cure melasma. You need to get doctors to analyze your skin and to determine the stages of inflammation, the stages of your collagen structure, the stages of your pigmentation, whether it's a mature or immature. All these will determine the right timing for you to start or do the treatment at the right time. Okay, and then you need to determine your collagen structure, whether it's necessary to do any additional treatment to strengthening your collagen, and of course, whether you will be still asking whether your melasma is curable or not. The answer is yes, because if you are treating your skin in the right manner, you will be achieving better results than the rest, faster results also, and you are also establishing stronger collagens over time while you treat. That is very important because that is the particular key point for you to achieve a curable of melasma. Okay. So again, today's our topic is curing your melasma from inside out, and I hope today's topic will deliver an important message for every one of you who are suffering or dealing with melasma and you have no idea of what you should understand about it. So you can leave alone your problems to the professional doctors that you have beliefs on, but the thing is you also can understand what is actually your skin character and what should you do to help or to work together with the doctors to achieve a better things. So you need to build collagen. So doctor may recommend you to build collagen. So these are the treating fundamental cause of the melasma. Okay, so of course stages, timing, all very important. Okay, so yeah, we are coming almost to the end. So today's topic is very simple actually. Just emphasize on collagen stimulation, emphasize on stabilization of the pigmentation for total cure. So this is a key point that at least I hope that you can really bring home, even though you can't really, if you let's say you can't really understand the whole thing, but at least something for you to bring home. Okay. Kathy has a question. Let me see. Kathy is asking, what cream to use? Is vitamin C or tranexamic serum better? Okay, basically vitamin C is an antioxidant to reduce the sun damages or any sort of like physical damage on the outer layer of skin to reduce the sort of irritation on your dermis. That reduces the formation of pigmentation. But that doesn't cure pigmentation. Yeah, it may lightens a bit, but it may not cure. Once you stop, it may relapse. Or even when you use vitamin C for a long period of time, or even if you see effectiveness that it lighten a bit and you try to use a bit more and more, vitamin C causes sometimes some dryness of the skin afterward. Okay, tranexamic serum is actually a gimmick. Okay, if you want to treat melasma, oral tranexamic acid is still the best choice. Tranexamic serum usually has bigger particles of tranexamic acid, which the absorption of your skin is very weak. So you can't really benefit much from the tranexamic acid. Okay, so there are some studies and also ways people recommend to use injectable tranexamic acid, but it is very painful, so not recommended here. Okay. So Sukme, yes, hi, how are you? Yeah. So this is the melasma idea that I would like to deliver to every one of you. So treating melasma is not just to lighten the pigmentation. We are not looking at just to lighten the pigmentation, but we are looking at establishing a good worry-free skin where you do not need to worry anymore, and we want to achieve cure of your melasma. So what we need to achieve, we need to build stronger collagen for our skin. We need to determine the right timing. We need to settle down your inflammation. We need to settle down your immature pigmentation. We need to clear your mature pigmentation when the timing is right. We need to establish your collagen as soon as possible and for a long period, for adequate duration of time to really achieve good collagen establishment. All these are very important to put into consideration when we treat melasma. It's not like one cream you use, you feel improved, then you keep on using the cream and you hope for the melasma to cure. So most of the time, it doesn't work this way. Okay, and you can't really just do laser, it lighten, and you keep on doing laser to cure the melasma. It doesn't work this way. So this is the reality of melasma, and it is treatable if you understand about it. And I hope, okay, every one of you stay beauty, stay away from melasma, cure from melasma. Okay, yeah. So our life is almost coming to the end. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us, and thank you for your questions. Thanks, Kathy, and Some, Sherry, Chloe also. Yeah. So I will see you again on every week, mostly on Thursday, our live topic, talking our beauty and health. And I wish every one of you to live very beautifully and having a nice weekend. Thank you. Okay, bye bye everyone.